welcome to June's London and South East Region PM's Forum webinar, where we're going to be discussing the impact of AI on bids and pricing. My name's Neetu Sawhney. I'm head of pitching here at HSF Kramer. AI is fast becoming the table stakes in professional services, and it's something that we're all seeing, we're all experiencing. The real question here for clients is no longer whether or not your firm uses AI, because that's expected. It's how that investment actually translates into better outcomes, stronger value propositions, and smarter pricing, and the value that we deliver for our clients. And today's panel brings together three people who are living this challenge in a very real way. And we're going to bring those different vantage points together. So introducing Tadé, Alan, and Ray. We're going to explore how AI changes the value we deliver through our panelists' perspectives. And we're going to break that down into three parts. So firstly, we're going to look at the actual change happening in bids and the impact that has. Secondly, looking at more than just the response document and what it takes for AI to actually work inside an organization. And finally, where pricing is heading in that AI-driven environment. Forget what you've been told AI can do. What is it actually doing in your teams, in your bids, in practice? Tadé.
I think the honest answer is probably a little bit less glamorous than everyone thinks. I think when AI first came in to play, everyone thought it was going to steal our jobs and be able to write pitches from start to finish without any help at all. And that is not the case. I think where AI has really helped and is helping is in the coordination and the consistency and the compliance. For us as well, like the number of review loops that something has to go through to get it ready for a client, it's really helping us optimize in that kind of space in that area. It's not a magic button that can suddenly write a winning RFP, but it is definitely taking a lot of friction out of the process. It's helping teams with things like summarizing, checking compliance against RFPs, finding where we've answered something before, just kind of also just helping you be more efficient with your own data. So I think that's one area that we found it really useful.
And Ray, over to you. What are your thoughts from a vendor perspective?
Well, I completely agree with everything that Tadé's just said there. And just to add to that, what we're seeing is this massive increase in the number of RFPs and pitches that are out there. Every year we run a survey to look at how are RFP volumes increasing in professional services, and consistently year over year we see those numbers climbing. So there's more pressure to respond to RFPs, higher volume. But what's also interesting, and I actually just had this conversation at the APMP forum recently. There are 1,500 people there. Everyone was talking about this increase in volume, but they're also talking about how timelines around those RFPs are becoming more and more compressed, how there's this assumption that AI is in the answering process as well. So these are things that are all starting to trend and factor right now.
So it sounds like it's more of less of a drafting story and more of a decision-making story, which raises the obvious question to Alan. If that's where the value is shifting, what does that mean for pricing?
So I think 2 years ago, AI was barely mentioned in RFPs. Now it's, as you're all well aware, universal. But the range of questions we are getting are so broad that relevant specific answers can sometimes be quite challenging to construct. And from a purely pitching perspective, this variability is particularly interesting because unlike many other questions where within RFPs where you have a bank of responses, you're now using AI to construct answers and create templated answers or data for AI tools to read over that help you deal with AI-related questions. It's kind of like an AI loop per se, and kind of linked to what Ray was saying earlier, we're using AI to answer AI that was created by AI.
Thank you so much again, and thank you for those of us joining us.